This building in Aomori looks like it wants to have a bunch of Ethernet cables plugged into it. A guy on Tinder, the gray messages, keeps enthusiastically asking a girl to go to a hotel with him. After the third reply here, she says, "Hey, you sent 2 lines this time," to which he explained that he was adding 1 exclamation mark per day. She told him to start over from the beginning, and that's what he did, starting from 1 exclamation mark. The tweet's caption says, "This man is strong-willed." Perhaps the chat log goes back so far that he originally started with 1 exclamation mark too. Again related to Tinder, this guy's bio says, "When it comes to men, I think it's what's inside that counts, so I've included an x-ray of myself." Notice he has his blood type in his profile? This bridge near Tokyo went viral because the shadows make it look like a scene from the anime Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Jojo puts up these go 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 marks to show a menacing atmosphere. Go 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 is referenced in other works as well. I don't know if Dragon Ball using go 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 is necessarily a reference because I don't know when this Dragon Ball was printed. I don't actually know anything about Dragon Ball at all. More recent usages like this one from One Punch Man are certainly referencing Jojo though. An interesting thing about Japanese Twitter is people really care about crediting the original tweeter of something. I found this Jojo meme because an Amalgamator account tweeted it today, but the top reply points out that it was stolen and links to the original tweet. How nice. But when I did a little bit more digging, it turns out that this tweet was stolen too. I'm using the word stolen because that's what they say. Pakutsui is an amalgamation of pakuru, which means to steal, and tsuito, which means tweet. So stolen tweet. It's a very common word to see on Japanese Twitter. Is that enough obscure Japanese language info for today? No, I have more. Before I show you this cool meme though, here's one of the replies to it. An international translator seeing this. "Help! But I don't need help. I have time and more space than just a little bubble to explain what's going on here." The caption says, "This way of expression is so innovative. In Japanese, you read top to bottom, right to left, so this says, Tsumi no naka mo zenbu. But there's something really clever being done. Without more context, all we know is she's saying something about all of the contents of a parcel. But the emphasis is on the word all. In Japanese, emphasis is often added by extending vowel sounds. When writing, the main way to extend a vowel sound is with this bar thingy. Notice how this word becomes emphasized just by putting these little bars in it. Itai, itai, itai. But that only works with the Japanese alphabet called kana, which represents sounds. This word is in kanji, which are Chinese characters, so you can't just chuck a bar in the middle and call it a day. That's because kanji represent meanings instead of sound. There's no space to put a sound extension marker. Normally the solution would be to just convert to kana as someone asked here. Why not just write it like this? Then you can just add the little bar in, extend the sound, and you're done. People do this every day, it happens all the time. But this author gets really clever and actually extends the vertical bar from within the kanji itself, essentially creating a new form of sound extension. The author, Arai Keiichi, is very famous for this kind of clever humor. He wrote Nichijou, which if you haven't seen or read it, is full of these kind of jokes. This is the adult form of the character Gon from Hunter x Hunter apparently. He has massive hair, look at this figure. This bodybuilder did a great cosplay of him. What is going on in these pictures? Well, it's captioned, "Japan, a country of deep darkness." And the pictures show what's supposed to be a new method of relaxation. While researching for this video, I found that a lot of Western news websites had actually already covered this back in 2015 or 2016. Essentially, this is a way of wrapping up a baby called ohinamaki, and they started allowing adults to try it to prove that it's not painful for the baby, but then they found that it might have therapeutic uses as well. The BBC quotes a senior physiotherapist saying it's not a good idea though. Also, any research you do into this in Japanese takes you to the exact same YouTube channel that posted all these videos about it. Make up your own mind, of course. It looks kind of fun, but personally I don't think I would try it. In all my videos I tell a personal story about my time in Japan. This one, similar to a few I've told already, takes place in Osaka, which is where I lived for a few years. When I lived there, the garbage trucks would start their rounds at like 6 or 7 a.m. At least that's what it felt like. I generally wake up pretty late. To make it worse, the garbage trucks play music, and they've been blasting the same song since 1964. Apparently it's to tell people that they need to bring out their garbage now or something. Anyways, it's really loud. It would wake me up, and I lived on the 11th floor of an apartment building. The song is called Kotori ga Kurumachi, and one time at my apartment, a few of us were listening to it and joking about the garbage trucks. A Japanese friend of mine whose last name is Kojima, yeah, like the Metal Gear Solid guy, saw the title of the song and got super excited, yelling, "Oh my god, it's Kojima!" But it's not, actually. It was hilarious. She just read the character wrong, even though it's her own last name. A few days ago, I did a poll of people's ideal frequency of my meme review series. Of the people who voted to continue the meme review, 41% of them said I should do one per month, and 59% said once every 2 weeks, which is the current pace. So I'm going to try to compromise on an elegant solution and make one meme review every 3 weeks. I'll also try to include more content in them so people who really like them don't feel like they're missing out. Finally, I'd like to address something important about my channel. I'm not a professional translator. I'm going to make mistakes, and it sucks when I do. In my last video, this part was wrong. You should break up. You can check the video description to see what I should have put, but I can't say it right now. Ideally, when the channel is profitable, I want to hire a Japanese consultant, some sort of otaku who spends way too much time online. But for now, I've been getting my Japanese friends to look over my videos. They're so happy to help, so I just have to be more comfortable reaching out to them to ask. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and shout out to everyone who's joined the Discord. The Discord is popping off. Apparently, we've become a good place to learn Japanese, which I didn't intend at all, and I don't facilitate, so it's all on you guys. Thank you very much. See you next time.